I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. During a briefing on Tuesday, HHS Secretary Xavier Becerra addressed the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. The ruling gave states the license to ban abortion and paves the way for abortion to be largely outlawed in likely half of states. After making remarks where he described the High Court's ruling as despicable, Becerra fielded questions from reporters about his department's plans following the ruling. Becerra was asked directly if he and the DOJ are, quote, thinking seriously about filing a lawsuit that might challenge state laws banning access to medication abortion. Listen in to his response.
Thank you. Shafali Luthra with the 19th. Sorry about that. I wanted to go back to the question about preemption in particular. Are you and the DOJ thinking seriously about filing a lawsuit that might challenge state laws banning access to medication abortion given the FDA's approval? And as a follow-up to that, for the folks who are concerned about being criminalized, if they do take mifepristone and go to the ER, are you prepared to defend them in court?
We will certainly assert and defend our legal authorities. We will certainly enforce federal law. We will absolutely protect Americans' rights to care under federal law. And we will do everything we can to make sure Americans understand what their rights are. What exactly that translates into depends on what a state tries to do. And what I can simply tell you is that we will continue to try to clarify for you, but mostly for the American public, what their rights are, what our authorities are, and so that way they know if indeed anyone, whether a state politician or a provider in your state, is violating your rights. We'll try to be there, and we'll try to make it clear what your rights are. But it's tough to answer some of these questions more precisely until we know exactly what the states are doing. If we see a state, for example, trying to deny a particular patient care in an emergency room, which could include abortion care services, if it's appropriate to preserve that woman's life or health, we will take action. We will do everything we can. But we have to make sure first Americans know what their rights are. And so that's why this is so important, because we know that there is misinformation out there about what the Supreme Court did. We want to make sure it's clear that Americans didn't lose every right they have. Americans still can assert their rights, and we will do everything we can to protect them.
If I can follow up to that.
Yeah.
States are already enforcing laws that ban access to medication abortion. Isn't that already in conflict with the FDA's approval?
We have heard cases, we have heard reports and complaints. We are going to move as aggressively as we can under the law to both investigate and then enforce. We have to be able to enforce based on the law, and so we have to make sure we've collected the evidence, but we are intent on protecting people's rights under the law.